For the first time in 15 years, the Ailsa course at Turnberry hosted the 138th Open Championship. There were high hopes for Tiger Woods playing in the championship for the first time in 2 years, but in rough weather on day 2 his game fell apart. He failed to make the halfway cut for only the second time as a professional in a major. From day 1, 59-year-old Tom Watson captivated everyone's imagination, young and old, bringing back memories of his extraordinary victory over Jack Nicklaus 32 years earlier at Turnberry. He looked a favourite to become the oldest champion of the oldest major. For the first 2 rounds, he was paired with the 16-year-old amateur champion Matteo Manassero. The Italian teenager, showing great respect for Watson, went on to win the silver medal as leading amateur. Englishman Lee Westwood played himself into contention early on, but faltered at the last hole. 2 under par, he wanted a birdie to try to trump Watson, but he ended up with what was his 3rd bogey in the last 4 holes. In the end, both he and Watson were left to rue what might have been. Watson's dream of victory was still alive when he birdied the 17th to move 3 under, but at that moment fellow American Stuart Sink posted a 69 to lead in the clubhouse on 2 under par. At the 18th, Watson, well positioned off the tee, was on the verge of a record-equalling 6th title. He required a par 4 for a one-shot victory, but his approach bounded through the green, and his chip back left him with an 8-foot putt for par and the title. It wasn't to be. He faced a 4-hole playoff with Sink, and not surprisingly, Watson, looking his age for the first time, had little left to give. In the end, it was the 36-year-old Sink who finally won the title by 6 shots. After a long absence, Turnberry had returned gloriously as an open venue. The 2009 championship was quite simply unforgettable.